What's up, guys? SillySausage here, and welcome to the podcast. That's just me having a sip of my drink. We've got the usual crew. We've got a Sherlock. We've got a Zombie Death, aka Tom and Martin. That's Sherlock's Tom.
No, I wanted to be both. I wanted to be Tom and
Zombie
Martin.
Death is Tom and Martin. That's his name.
Yeah.
Audio. So we've got quite a few topics today.
Didn't Michael? That slurp.
That's slurp. I know. I was prepared.
Oh.
Oh, whenever you drink like that, it goes straight to your throat. Anyway, that's my wild turkey, by the way. Shout out to our sponsor, Wild Turkey. Moving on, we've got quite a few topics today, some pretty interesting ones. I don't know if these guys have anything. I'm sort of the one that plans them all, and I do all the work, and Zombie doesn't do anything. Sherlock probably does more than Zombie.
I record.
Sure, he does record. Rightio, so
presses the one button.
The one button. To record. That's all there is to recording and editing.
Sherlock, I didn't see you pressing just one button. I didn't see you pressing any buttons.
Ready. You can hear my one button.
That mechanical keyboard. Rightio, first topic. Sorry.
Talk about that later.
This one is close to your heart, Sherlock. It's close to all our hearts. You know what it is. Watch Dogs being postponed.
Yeah.
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 We're just too miserable to say anything about it, really. It's just
done. Move on.
I know Zombie has a bit of a conspiracy theory going on.
Yeah, do you want to hear it?
It pretty much confirms Half-Life 3 as well. So you can just tell it to us.
Okay, am I telling you all the conspiracy?
Yeah, I'll give you the rundown. First, Watch Dogs was to be released late November. I think it was really late, like 29th or something like that.
The 22nd, 21st or 22nd.
Thank you.
It's okay.
And which is only almost about a month away. So that's pretty close to release date. That's kind of it's within sort of getting ready to publish it, not still developing the game. And then they've decided to postpone it till not a month after that, not 2 months, not Q1 2014, but Q2 2014. So spring in the US.
On Wikipedia, it says Q1-Q2.
No, I've heard it's Q2. And
Yeah,
spring is...
Yeah, I heard that too, but...
Don't go from Wikipedia. Anyone can edit it. Didn't you learn that at school?
I love Wikipedia for sources. It's so good.
I never learned how to edit Wikipedia.
True. So anyway, back to... That's pretty much the background. Zombie, you have a interesting thing. I reckon you might be on the mark, roughly here.
So do I.
Hit it. Hit us with your Half-Life 3 confirmation speech.
It's not Half-Life 3.
Zombie is just a conspiracy theorist.
That's why I go to him.
So basically what I think is they say they've delayed it to polish it and to make it a better experience for us. They could be doing that, but then to be for it to be released so soon to the release date, it's kind of makes you think, does it really need to be polished? Like every video
a lot of polishing.
Well, every video that we have seen and we've heard it's a good game, it doesn't look like it's that buggy at all. I mean, even if they did release it, a couple patches would have, fixed any bugs that they could find in the next month. And to delay it for so long kind of got me thinking, and there's so many big games coming out in the next 2 months. So you've got Assassin's Creed 4, Battlefield 4, Call of Duty Ghosts, and I think it's a good move, but a bad move. A good move for him is bloody hell, mine's gone at 110 kilometers an hour. I've been drinking Coke and having snakes, and the two together just...
It's a good move.
Publicity.
Good move, because then they get more profit because people aren't spending everything on spending their money on other games. But a bad move because how long their customers will have to wait. I've already cancelled my pre-order for PC.
Yeah.
Because I'll just get it when it's closer. Yeah, I'll just get it closer to the date. But I mean,
people seem to lose interest because it got announced. Was it like a year or 2 years ago?
Or something
at
like that.
E3? Like I remember being announced ages ago, and you sort of almost lost interest. Like you completely forgot about it until I think last year's E3. So now that it's even further out, people are probably going to forget about it again. So
and I don't understand because that like even if they did release it on the 21st of November or 22nd, they'd be competing with their own franchise, the Assassin's Creed. So that's where it's a good move because then they're not getting separate.
But see, this is assuming Zombies' story is correct, which I'd take as a pretty good guess. Like honestly, in my opinion, I reckon people would be paying money for it anyway because, as you always say, Michael, the games that are coming out, like Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, they're the two like main ones as well as Battlefield. People have played them before. They've played all these other games that are coming out. Watch Dogs is new, and that's why I think so many people were excited about it because it was the one game this year that was coming out, and it was new. So I don't really understand why they've gone. Because like you said, people are going to forget about it. Like I'm not. That was the one game out of all of them that I was like most excited for.
I feel exactly the same.
I would have put down all. Yeah, I would have put down all the other ones just to play that one. Because it's new, but now they're like, nope, you can play the other ones first.
I was so excited for like the gaming season, which is pretty much just November, the month of November, when all the games come out.
Yeah.
And I was so excited pretty much just for Watch Dogs. Now that that's gone, I'm like, oh, there's not really anything to look forward to for the rest of the year.
We'll have to play Ghosts for the rest of the year.
Now the next thing I'm excited for is I will like Ghosts and Battlefield and Assassin's Creed. But yeah, the next thing I'm excited for is Titanfall.
Titanfall's going to come out for it. I can't believe that's coming out before it now.
Titanfall was like a distant goal for next year.
Yeah, Titanfall just seemed like so long away, and now it's like Watch Dogs isn't coming out till after that. So
I reckon it would be so amazing if the developers of Titanfall was like, okay, we've got the full game, we're going to release it 21st of November.
I don't know. If it's destined for a next year release, I don't think I want them to bring it forward that much.
Even a demo would be good. Like if they brought out a demo before Ghost or something like that. I reckon that would just
betas for every game.
Yeah.
It does. It does beg the question, like with a month to go till release. Since when did they realize? Oh crap, our game's not finished. Don't you think they would have realized that a long time ago, not a month before it's released?
I reckon if it's actually what they're saying it is, with like ironing out the bugs, then they've known this for a long time and they were just seeing how it's going. I reckon probably at the studio they were just saying...
There's always going to be bugs with their game, I suppose. Maybe.
I think they were just saying, we're not actually ready to release this yet. Please, we need more time to do this.
But the thing is, everything was so confident that it was going to be released. Like at the EB Expo, you go to the Watch Dogs little booth thing, and they were so confident, you'll be able to play this as day one when it comes out. No problems, and even all the marketing, you see all the posters around saying, you just have to wait 2 months after GTA till you can play in Chicago and stuff. And I that kind of helps my little conspiracy along.
Yeah.
It does make sense either way, though, as it's a new IP, they want to get it right. Like, I know sometimes they release games knowing that they have bugs, because then people can test them, and like it's tested by the community, and the community can tell them what's wrong with them. So maybe I don't know. I think it's a good thing either way, because I know it's still going to be like an amazing game.
Actually, you just made me think of something. Like if they had like a in-house beta test or something like that, that should have been done a couple months ago. So why are they now just finding all these bugs if like that beta test was done, weeks
like
ago?
Sausage said, they probably knew that they were there.
But like,
and like I said, like sometimes they just release the game with bugs, knowing that they would fix them later, which is when people get pissed off. EA, but
yeah, I don't think it was like a sudden thing. I think they're seeing how it's going. They're probably being pressured to put it out, and then the people were just saying, "Look, we just can't get it out. We don't want to release it in its current state."
I just reckon they I'm fine with them doing it. But they shouldn't have been so confident with like, oh yeah, you'll be able to play it. They should have had some, before. They should have said out before, we're still hoping to get out on November 21st, but we're starting to feel a bit unsure as to whether the experience will be polished enough for you. And then maybe
when was,
a month later or so, then they'll be like, okay, it's not it's not as polished as we want it to be. We're gonna have to delay it some more. And I think what angers everyone is how close it is to the release date that they've delayed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. When did they actually release when did they release the release date for it? Do you know? Does anyone know?
Yesterday morning. That was when all the articles happened. So I'd say
the original release date.
The release date.
Yeah, when was November?
I don't remember.
As the original release date.
I'm
having a look now. It doesn't say, but yeah, it's like Titanfall, like because that hasn't had a release date, and like no one really knows when that's coming out, and like Zombie said, it's because they obviously aren't confirmed, like they don't know when their game's going to be ready.
Yeah, I'd prefer that
because you would have thought like a game like Titanfall would have a release date by now, especially as Watch Dogs is now not coming out till after it. You would have thought if Titanfall's closer in the process to being ready, then it would have a release date, but they obviously know that their game might not be ready by whatever time. So
anyway, so we should probably move on to the next topic. We don't want to get bogged down. I don't actually know how long we've been recording. I hope Martin's got some kind of timekeeping device there.
Shit.
I guess not. So the next topic I've got here anyway, probably won't be like a huge amount to talk about, is Tom Clancy's death. And
R.I.P. Mr. Clancy. R.I.P.
All right. Obviously, Zombie's a bit emotional there. I want to say I got a bit of a hounding here from particularly someone in this Skype call, Sherlock, who, when I stated, I was saying, my comment when someone posted it was, I wonder how this will affect games, blah, blah, blah. And Sherlock, the troll that he is, being the troll that he is, saying, Sausage only cares about the games, not him dying. This is not true. I just want to clarify. What I'm really wanting to know is, I didn't know. I don't know. I didn't know what his role was in the game. Like, he might have just been the name. He might not even like own it.
I've actually heard it's just the name. He might see it, but I don't think he's actually got any input to it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He had a very minimal impact in the game's development. So what I was really thinking about was, will this change Tom Clancy games? Like, if he was a major role in it, then they probably might not be the same. But I think they'll carry on. I'm really excited for The Division, which is probably... I haven't been a huge fan of Tom Clancy games. Like, they have their really good ones, but they're very few and far between. So I think The Division's probably going to be their best one yet. I'm really keen for that.
No way.
Yeah,
Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2. Best Tom Clancy game ever.
That's one of the worst ones. Anyway, carry on, Charles.
Michael, it says he's just an American author and his name was used as the brand. So I guess that means he was the original author, but he doesn't actually have that much input into the games.
I'm not surprised by that. But still, it's unfortunate, you know. Anyway, I don't really have anything else to say. I think back to what Zombie was saying. Oh, well, there's a problem. Back to what Zombie was saying. I'm going to go through my Steam library and look at my Tom Clancy games. The best ones were... I've never been a huge Splinter Cell fan, but Rainbow Six Vegas 2 was a brilliant Tom Clancy game. I didn't like the Advanced Warfighters.
Hey! There's a party in my mouth and everyone's invited!
This came out of nowhere.
I know.
But yeah, I never got into the Warfighters. I liked the Rainbow Sixes, a few of them. He had a couple of hits, but I'm not a huge fan. I'm waiting for The Division.
Yeah. Is there one on Nintendo?
I don't think it was around that early. There might have been like PlayStation 2. I don't remember when their first game
The best Tom Clancy game that I've played is the one that I haven't played, which is all of them. Huh. Wait, no. That didn't make any sense. I think I meant to say the worst Tom Clancy game I've played is all of them, and that's all of them. Wait. Shut up. Moving on. I'm confused myself.
I just didn't want to say anything just to rub in the impact of your failure.
Yeah, I was just waiting until you realised how stupid that was. I was just like, he must realise it soon.
Right.
Okay. No. I actually thought of a topic while talking about Watch Dogs. How games are being released unfinished. So, like, they're still in their beta form.
Yes, do you have a particular game in mind?
I got a couple.
All these games ever made.
I got Total War Rome 2, which is, it's a finished game, but it's not as... It's
polished.
pretty much just like a late beta type game.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got your older games like Alien Colonial Marines. But there was...
we don't talk about that game anymore.
GTA 5 Online.
SimCity.
Yeah, SimCity. And I'm not sure if it's a move by the developers just to see...
that Battlefield 4 beta was released early. I mean, Jesus, they didn't finish that off properly, did they?
I know Sherlock here is trying to provoke me. Let's move on, shall we? It's a beta. Yes.
It's a fun.
But yeah, I'm not sure if this is a move by the developers, but to me that's a really bad way, especially pre-order bonuses for these unfinished games. So for Aliens Colonial Marines, you got a statue for the collector's edition. I mean, the statue's pretty cool, but I mean, it's pretty bad for the game. With the game, there's $150 for the statue in games. So, I mean,
it's not even working. It was working. It was just bad. It was such the way I describe that game. Everyone who asks me about that game, I describe it by saying, if I was a developer on this game, I would be embarrassed. It came out 2013, didn't it? 2012, 2013.
Yeah,
we said
2013. 2013.
We said 2013. I would be embarrassed to say that this game was developed and released in 2013. It feels like it's from the early 2000s, with all the bad things. Aliens, Colonial Marines. It is just so dated.
I actually have to say, when I went down to the EB Expo, they had in the mega store they have massive sales on inside, and Dad picked up, and I had a huge talking to him afterwards. He picked up the collector's edition of Aliens Colonial Marines for $28, and I said to Dad, for that price,
saved yourself $28.
For that price, you'd be best buying a nice hot meal, because it'll make you feel a lot better.
So true.
That game was developed by Gearbox, who did.
It is just bad.
Borderlands.
Yeah, but it was handed down to them after 20 other bloody developers.
It was a blatant.
Okay.
I remember hearing I think it was Lefty from the PKA podcast having a bit of a rant about this, and it was a blatant lie from what they promised in the trailers.
I remember
to what you got.
I remember them saying that you could weld doors behind you. There wasn't going to be anyone from the movies in the game other than Easter eggs, half of bloody is it Shepard?
I don't remember.
Half of the android's body in from Aliens on the flight deck and stuff, and plus other.
There are Easter eggs, but
they specifically said in an interview there wasn't going to be any characters, so we won't be seeing anyone from the previous movies. And who did we bloody see? Hicks.
Yeah.
And it's because he's popular, and it was more of Hicks is in the game, I'll get it because Hicks is awesome.
There's just so many things that went wrong with it. My main gripe is about the whole graphics thing. They posted a trailer saying this is in-game actual footage and it looked incredible. That's why everyone wanted it. And then that was just a rendered what's the word? Cinematic trailer. and they said it was in actual footage, and then you get it, and it looks like it's from the early 2000s, and you're like,
Even
that's not what I bought this game for. That's not what I was promised.
Even bloody screenshots that you see on the web, and the bloody images on the back of the thing. You know how on games you got the images, and it's kind of like a preview of what's in the game. Even those ones look better than the game.
Yeah, it was just bad. It was one of the worst releases in video game history, I think.
What I'm getting at is a lot of games are actually doing that now, so they're being released unfinished. So, and I guess it's good that Watch Dogs is taking this time, so then it doesn't get like flamed if it is really buggy and stuff. But even still, like, games now should really have beta tests before. And if it's a online game like GTA Online, you do it in
Call of Duty Ghosts.
Oh no, they've already done the beta test
on release.
They've already done beta test for that. It was every other COD.
Usually they've got that pretty down pat. There's always shaky releases with online games.
Reckon?
The server load compared to other games.
I remember when I played. I remember last year when Black Ops 2 came out. The first time I played, it was unplayable.
Yeah, that's quite normal for a game, though.
Yeah,
we're talking about games like SimCity where it just doesn't work,
and that they they've promised stuff and they don't deliver on it. That's what we're talking about, Sherlock.
Ghosts, as much as you can hate Call of Duty.
I'm just saying. Yeah, and I guess I'm talking about off topic, like about beta tests and stuff. I think Call of Duty should have more beta tests, like open beta tests, because that game's probably like one of the most played online game.
To be honest,
they just release it.
But I said that, Sherlock, it has been beta test for the past 7 years.
By who?
We're not talking open
every person that's bought COD. It's the same thing.
But
it's
each game different.
To be honest, I think Call of Duty's in the situation where they don't need to do beta tests. I don't mean to be down on Call of Duty, but they're in the position where people will buy their product no matter what they do.
Yeah, it's true.
People will buy it. They don't care about doing a beta for every Call of Duty.
They don't even need to market it. Even though they do, they don't need to.
Yeah, they're just a superpower in the video game industry, really. They can just do what they want.
That's another topic. Like, when's the line between, like, having so much money that people are going to buy your game anyway, where they start, like, skimping on things in the development, like a good release or games being unfinished, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like SimCity, they probably got enough money from that,
yeah.
And it just didn't work on release.
I don't know if that would be that popular. Like, EA's got money, but
a lot of people that like I've seen boycotted SimCity because they like held off buying it for day one, and then they heard about the whole day one server issues and stuff, and then they just never bought it because of how much hate it got. Yeah, and it was around the time when SimCity came out that EA was getting so much hate, like people were boycotting EA, not because of SimCity, I think it was because of something else, I think, but it was around that time anyway. So SimCity probably still got a lot of money, but
not as much as it could have.
Yeah.
So, right, I'm going to move on to the next topic. This one's pretty much just for zombie alone. Really quick topic. Give us your 60-second EB Expo shakedown, breakdown,
rundown.
Best games that you played. What was your favourite thing about it? What was your least favourite thing? What games aren't you excited for after seeing them there? 60 seconds. I'll count you in. 3, 2, 1, go.
Bright lights, loud noises, good games. PS4, Xbox One, Titanfall, Killzone, Shadowfall. Titanfall was a favourite thing. There was Assassin's Creed 4 there. There was South Park, Stick of Destiny, Stick of Truth.
We know what was there. We know what you
Shut up, Sherlock! And there was an E3 demo, and Titanfall was probably the best thing there because you could double jump and everything, and it was really fun, like 10v10 or something like that. It was just epic. It was on Xbox One, which was a bit of a downside, but it was still fun.
Least favourite game there?
COD Ghosts.
Did you play it?
Yes.
Did you play it?
Are you turned off after playing it?
Not really, because I had to play on Xbox One, which was, because it's more of a console game now. But
Right.
it didn't turn me off.
They have
but
anything on PS4?
Yeah, what? Yeah, they had a PS4 booth.
I know that, but like, which games were being showcased at the PS4 booth?
Killzone, Shadowfall, Knack, Drive Club, Gran Turismo.
Usual PS4
Yeah, but they're
mix.
just exclusive.
So what was your favourite non-game related thing? As in, like, out of the actual video games themselves, the event. What was your favourite thing about the event?
What was my favourite thing about the event?
Wait, there was more at the event than games?
You did meet up with Steve-O
Oh yeah, I met up with Steve. Yeah, that was for like 2 seconds. Then he
for 2 seconds, and then he left.
well,
Sean and I were a bit cut about that. We thought there'd be like at least like a separate little
we
video.
thought it'd be like a massive.
Yeah.
So you just like, hi Steve.
I
Hi, Steve.
was grabbing lunch when I met up with him, and then he buggered off to do his own thing, which is cool and stuff. And then I was in the line for Titanfall. He came up and we started chatting some more, and that's when he got his video thing from me, because I was just chilling in the line and someone wanted a picture and he filmed me. And then I got a text from him about 7 o'clock saying he's heading off, and I'd never seen him again.
Well, I'm actually planning on meeting him in a couple of weeks as well, so I don't know. I'll make something decent of it then. So what was your least thing about the event, not the games?
There wasn't anything that bad about it, to be honest. Like, COD Ghost was probably the worst thing, but it was still, pretty good.
Not in like a bad way. Just you're not your favorite thing.
There was like, there was probably about 64 Xbox Ones there, and then there was 2 games happening at the same time. So 16 versus 16, and there was 2 of those happening.
That's pretty cool.
Oh wait, I think it was 16 v 16. How many players can you normally have on a
6v6 normally on COD?
Oh, it might have been 6v6 then. No, I didn't really have a good look around the room. It was just a lot, and I was just like, okay, cool. There was Dead Rising 3, Rise. I didn't actually play those. They don't really interest me that much. Seeing that they're exclusives, but
I'm really jealous that I didn't go down though. I probably should. I will go next year, and I'll
you definitely should.
I'll do a more in-depth thing. I'll do a more. We can do like a whole partnership. There's an idea for us, man. We'll go down, cameraman, interview, take turns.
I'll actually have my
watch the footage.
The GoPro camera that I'll get from the Prestige COD Ghost. So I'm pretty pretty keen about that.
Rubbish quality, just saying.
It says 1080p, bud.
It doesn't. I saw a video.
It says on the box.
Anyway,
even if
that's
it's
good.
720, it's still.
I'm glad you enjoyed yourself.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. You missed out.
I did. I'll definitely be heading down next year. For sure.
Feeling left out.
Hey, I'll come and visit you next year too, Sherlock. We can do something in the desert. Poke a cactus or something. I don't know how long we've been recording for. Let's just YOLO it.
It's probably been like 20 minutes or something.
I think it's a bit longer than that. But last topic before we go into the Would You Rathers. Battlefield 4 beta talk / thoughts. I know Sherlock doesn't have a huge voice in this. Did you ever get it running? Or does it...
You don't want me to have a huge...
No,
Yes.
I want to know what your thoughts were.
Yeah, it worked. After that second patch, it worked fine.
So do you know
Do
you know what it was? Was it like an i5 issue that they patched?
I don't think it was because I've got an i5.
No, it was a combination of certain CPUs and certain operating systems. It wasn't optimized for Windows 7 or quad-core CPUs.
And yet
So
I've
apparently they
got
had
both
the
of
problem with
those.
some people.
I don't know
I
what
don't know,
went
but
wrong.
that's what they said. That's what they said the problem was, and they patched it and it worked.
So it wasn't really your thing once you got in there?
No.
Did you enjoy it at
the
all?
guy was tweeting stuff.
I reckon you would have enjoyed it a lot more if you didn't have that negative
the building
experience
coming
before
down.
it.
What was that, Shop?
I enjoyed the building collapsing.
Yes, of course. Yeah, I reckon if you didn't have tech issues to begin with, you would have had more fun.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Tech issues
I don't know.
always.
I just don't like the massive battlefield sort of thing. Like,
Yeah, I can understand that.
I get bored. Like, getting kills feels like a chore. It feels like a hassle, and getting from A to B just feels like a massive like.
Yeah, if you're used
And
to
if you
playing
can't
Call of Duty,
it's just really frustrating. Yeah.
if you're used to playing Call of Duty, it's very different. I sort of went in phases with Battlefield 3, sort of going in and out of it. I never played it nowhere near as much as Call of Duty, but Battlefield 4 I actually really enjoyed way more than Battlefield 3. I don't know why, because it's not really that different. But
same here. Like I actually didn't really care about Battlefield 3. I bought it, and to start off, it was a bit, this is all right. And then after a while, I kind of just had that generic feeling of I'll play it if someone else is, but I won't actually go out of my way to play it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
like, that's one thing. If like it was fun with a squad and everything, where you all did like that time where we played Sausage, and like we were all different things, so it was all like working together. Like
that's definitely how you
fun.
have to play Battlefield. You have to play in a squad. If you play by yourself, it's just not very entertaining.
No,
I've actually pre-ordered it. I've pre-ordered the like some special edition from EB.
The China Rising one, where you get the first DLC free. I think Jack's done that as well, actually.
Yeah, and it comes with like a metal package, and it comes with dog tags and something else as well. But
yeah, I haven't pre-ordered it yet, but I definitely will get around to doing that. I'm probably going to be playing that maybe as much as Ghost, depending. I haven't had any experience with Ghosts, obviously, but
so that comes out in 2 weeks. It comes out on the 31st, doesn't it?
It does indeed. So
2 weeks exactly. Next
next
Thursday.
Assassin's Creed comes out on the 31st as well.
Not for
that was
PC.
delayed for PC as well. Yeah, I know. It was delayed for PC.
Yeah.
I haven't pre-ordered it though.
Okay.
I probably won't get it on PC. Anyway.
Last thing, let's do our Would You Rathers, and this time I have some prepared. I'm not going to fail like I did last week. I've got some prepared. I think they're good. I don't know. Let's get into them. I've got about 10 here, and we'll just finish those and then finish up the podcast. How about that? Right, first one. Would you rather get rid of all the bad drivers on the road or never have to wait in line at stores and restaurants? Sherlock, go.
Crap. That's a good one. So,
Mark, go.
get it off.
Bad drivers.
Oh,
because no, Sherlock, you took too long. Took too long, but
We'll come back to you.
You're like
bad drivers?
Yeah, I'd go bad drivers because there's not many stores here that you actually have to wait up in line, and even if you do, it's not for long. So
yeah, same with me. I really don't mind waiting in stores. Like, it's a bit annoying sometimes, but I really don't care. Drivers, on the other hand, oh my goodness, they get me so annoyed. I just wish everyone just perfectly.
Yeah, where you live, I guess it's probably worse than, like, in Albany, there's bad drivers, but I don't think it would be to the same extent as in, like, a major city.
Yeah. So
I don't know. Waiting in line does piss me off, though, because I'm a very impatient person.
Yes, I can imagine that. So,
yesterday in Subway, I had to wait for my food, and I was not happy.
Random sides.
Anyway.
Hashtag no one cares. Anyway, moving on.
You asked.
So, what one did you choose? Drivers?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, it depends. Like,
no,
for me,
you got to choose one. You can't
got to choose one.
Okay, waiting in line.
Right, yeah.
Our city's probably not big enough to have that bad drivers.
I wouldn't call where you live a city. It'd be like a...
It's the city.
A ranch. We love you, Sherlock.
Ranch. I like that.
If no one gets the joke, by the way, Sherlock lives in Western Australia, and pretty much a lot of people on the eastern seaboard who have never been to Western Australia just think it's a desert. So we always rip into him thinking it's a desert. We know it's not actually a desert.
Ranch,
I'm going there eventually to prove it. So, right, next one.
I like that, ranch.
Would you rather go to a cinema alone and watch a movie by yourself, or go to a restaurant and eat alone by yourself?
Sherlock, go.
I'll go.
No, you go first this time.
I would prefer to go to a cinema because it's all black and no one can see that you're by yourself because no one's paying attention. Yeah, in a restaurant, if you go and eat by yourself, I don't mind doing it. I don't mind either way.
I'd definitely go cinema.
Yeah,
people look at you.
Yes, probably cinema.
And then
But that would be awful. I'd hate both of things.
And then Michael goes home after a night at the restaurant eating alone, goes home and cries himself to sleep. Everyone was looking at me.
I really don't mind either way, but I think I'll go cinema.
Yeah,
I really eat at restaurants by myself.
Michael doesn't mind, so he's obviously done it before.
Yeah. I go to
Many a
Macca's
time.
all the time by myself and just sit there and people judge me. Right. Next one. Would you rather lose an arm or lose a leg?
Leg.
I'd go leg
leg.
as well. I do a lot of video gaming and you don't need a leg for that.
Yeah.
I
Agreed.
reckon, if
You do so much more with your arms.
Yeah. And you can always get one of those synthetic legs or whatever.
And they look like they're a lot easier to use than
Then
like
yeah,
than an arm. Rightio, all go for leg then. Next one. Would you rather a cup that has a never-ending amount of beverage of your choice, aka Pepsi Max, or a briefcase that can turn into any car?
The drink.
Well, I'm going
Wait, what
car.
was it again?
A cup that has a never-ending amount of any beverage of your choice, or a briefcase that can
Ooh.
turn into any car.
Wait. Can you change the drink, or is it when you choose
No,
it?
you choose
stays?
it once.
Okay.
Or I think let's say choose it once.
Oh.
No, actually no, because the briefcase can turn into any car at any time.
Oh, can it now?
So we'll say
Briefcase.
I thought. Okay,
Briefcase.
yeah, I changed to briefcase. If it can
want
change
sexy
any time,
cars.
as in like
any
more
time.
than once.
So if they both can change any time, we all go briefcase.
Yeah.
What if it only changes once?
I'd
I'd go briefcase.
I'd go drink. The amount of
Yeah.
money I put on a drink, I could.
I drink so much Pepsi Max, but I'm happy to buy that if I can have a Lambo in the garage. I don't really care.
Yeah, exactly. I'm happy to buy drinks.
Yeah. Okay. Next one.
Anyway, can I just add something quickly? If there's anyone still watching, pause it, write down what the thing was, and put in your answer. Because I want to see some
For that
the
last
feedback
question.
from the people. Because that's what
It's-
this is about.
It
We
is.
should be thinking about not being so selfish, Michael.
Yeah,
Just making us answer it.
What-
Should make it me making everyone else answer it as well.
It's a bit of a one-sided
Jesus.
conversation. I'll save that till the end. Anyway, if you have an answer to any of these, leave it in the thing, whatever it's called, comments, and let us know why. Not just what it was, but why. Okay, next one. Would you rather discover the entire Earth or go into space? I think we already all know my answer to this one, so moving on. What do you guys think?
space.
Yeah, fuck space.
You people are crazy.
Space.
Right,
I'd
buried alive or
No,
burnt
I'm
alive?
good.
I'd go burnt. I'd definitely. Have you guys seen the movie Buried?
No.
No.
This guy gets buried alive, and yeah,
I'm very claustrophobic, so I'd hate that.
yeah.
Yeah, me too. I would
But
do that.
it would be a much more... I don't know.
Michael, if you're so claustrophobic, when I meet you, I'm just going to bring a box and put it on your head. And just
You know
see
what,
run
Sherlock?
around.
Sherlock,
I'm not
you know what you are? You're a bully.
We don't like your can around here.
We don't take kindly to strangers.
It's running around is hilarious.
Right. Would you rather have all your senses be only half as good as they are now, or lose one sense of your choice altogether?
I'd go 1 cent.
I'd go one sense. I got rid of smell.
Hang on. What was the first one? Would you rather lose all of them?
All of them, or have all your senses halved in quality? I think I'd just lose.
Oh, half.
I know smell, like everyone says, it's really important, more important than we think, but I don't really care. I'd prefer
No,
to.
I like smell.
Yeah,
I like how to
taste.
smell food.
Really?
What
It would ruin your taste if you lost smell anyway. So
Yeah.
about touch though?
no, that would be creepy. You wouldn't know if you're touching things. You know when you have like numb lips, your depth
So-
perception would be full on out because you don't know if you're touching something.
But
I'll
you
go
lose
smell.
one eye, and then you could have just one eye.
No,
Lose
no,
your
that's
sight. You don't
no, that's
know.
not how it works. Would you rather cross a river with piranhas or crocodiles?
I go crocs, aren't they?
Right.
No, but piranhas are pretty far. Like, aren't they
but
faster
they're-
than a croc?
A croc is very fast, I think, and
Yeah, but piranhas are small. You can just kick them.
yeah, not if there's like thousands of them.
Not in the water, bud.
Give it a good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
but there
the water.
wasn't. Yeah, but there was never 1,000. You just said piranhas. There could be just one.
No,
you didn't
piranhas
specify.
live in
Piranhas is If
Plural.
he said piranha, that would be one. He said piranhas.
They live in a swarm. I think I would go
Okay,
piranhas. I'd go.
Have any of you guys seen that movie, Piranhas 3D or something?
Yeah,
It looks
No.
horrible.
it's terrible.
Looks awful.
It's terrible.
Okay, would you rather know the past or the near future? No, the
past. What the
that
hell?
one's bad. I'm just going to move on. That was just a bad question. Right. Would you rather, the final one, would you rather live in the hottest place or the coldest place on Earth?
I'll go coldest. You can always warm up.
Oh,
Exactly.
I hate it. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, exactly.
Nailed it on the head.
It's
That's
harder
why-
to cool down than
Yep.
to warm up.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
Feel you,
exactly.
brother.
That's why I prefer winter.
hold me.
Yep, all the way. Anyway, that's all I've
Winter.
got. Thanks for
The wind.
Oh, hang on. I want to do something new. This is a new thing that I want to see if how good it turns out. Little reviews. Can we do that quickly?
It's failed.
Sh-
Moving on.
Sherlock, shut up.
I don't know if we have time.
No, well,
Yeah, we
like
do, yeah, we
okay,
do, we got
60 seconds on a game that you've
Second review.
on a
Yeah.
game that you've recently played, and you've got a review.
I haven't played any new games lately, though.
I've been playing Dishonored, but I can't really give that a review yet because I haven't finished it.
Sherlock, you've also played Amnesia, huh? Huh?
Yeah, but we reviewed, and that was yeah.
When did we review it? Huh?
Okay, I think we'll save the review thing for next week, and we'll do a full segment on it.
Okay, I can do a quick one on Beyond Two Souls.
Do it, bang.
Okay.
That's all he wanted to do.
Yeah, next week will come. I'll just be like, oh, quick. I don't have any games.
Oh, you got one.
Yeah,
that's what I
Beyond
was talking about Zombie, but we might have to save that now, which is the Stanley thingy.
Stanley Parable.
Oh, yeah, well, that's not out yet. So.
Save these for next week. Save
Yeah,
these. Zombie 60-second review, go.
Okay, Beyond Two Souls is amazing. 10 out of 10. If you're not into story, like if you'd rather gameplay, shut up. If you're rather into gameplay, give it a miss. But if you love story and you like to just sit back and relax and just chill out on an emotional roller coaster, it's definitely a game for you.
Ha! Okay. Rightio.
Is it like Infinite gameplay, average, but storyline?
No,
Amazing.
even the
It doesn't
gameplay.
really have gameplay.
Yeah, it's more like a.
Emotional experience.
There's
Okay, so it's not.
there's multiple choices in it.
It's like an
but-
interactive movie, pretty
Yeah,
much.
pretty much. It's like a big
Oh,
one
okay.
big quick time event.
Rightio. Anyway, that's all we've got time for. We will be back. We'll do another proper big review next week of something, I don't know what, or not next week, 2 weeks, whenever we do it. Also, we'll talk about the Stanley Parable next week.
And we'll have a guest.
And we will have a guest.
Maybe.
We're hoping to have one this week, but they fell through. But we'll have one next week. We'll make sure. And yeah, catch you
Later.
later. Hang on, I'll finish off with a slurp.